Hey everybody, this is from the Prog Vault, Volume 1. What's playing now is Hawkwind's Levitation. This is from 1980, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is from 1980. This is one of my favorites by them from their later sound, and this is on the Bronze label. It's got Levitation, Motor City Way, Psychosis, World of Tears, TIERS, Prelude, Who's Gonna Win the War, Space Chase, The Fifth Second of Forever from the film, and then Dust of Time. Yeah, this is great. Next we got Atomic Rooster, In Hearing of Atomic Rooster. This is from '71, has John Cann on guitars, Pete French on vocals, Paul Hammond on drums, and the Vincent Crane organ, piano and vocals. Really great stuff, good album. Have Ties van Leer, Nice to Have Met You. I like that cover there. See, there's Ties van Leer. This is a progressive jazz, kind of a jazzy, lighter progressive. See, this one's from 1978. Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come. See, this one's called Journey from '73. This is the second label. The first one had a rose on it. I actually like the cover art on this one better. You got Arthur Brown with his incredible pipes there singing. Yeah, this is one of my favorites from Kingdom Come. This is a good listen. From Hungary, we got Solaris, The Martian Chronicles, Marspeli Chronikak. Love that cover art. This is a heavy metal prog with a modern sound to it. A lot of keyboards in there, good guitars, drums. Really a great album. Here's a jazzy progressive. RMO, Release Music Orchestra, Beyond the Limit. They put out quite a few albums, 70s into the early 80s. This is from '78 on the Brain label. First of all, I will show the Start label from Solaris. Not very often you get to see the Start label. Let's see here. There we go. This is the orange Brain label for RMO, Release Music Orchestra. And probably my favorite Henry Cow album, their first one, from I think '73. '73, yeah, on Virgin Records. This is a more complex jazz, progressive. Takes time to get into, but once you get used to it, it's pretty good stuff. I highly recommend this. Next is Kraftwerk, their second album from '71. This is a Japanese Philips reissue from '79, I believe. Yeah, '79. Yeah, I was really happy to find this one. Next is Sweet Smoke with Just a Poke from 1970. Love that artwork. This is very trippy, hippie, space psych jams. Each side of the record is one long song. This album is notable for their Silly Sally on side A. Runs about 17-18 minutes. It's got incredible drumming, phased left-right channel. Incredible. Check it out. Yeah, Silly Sally, I love that drum solo in the middle there. Just great jamming on this album. Great, long, drawn-out psychedelic jams. Good stuff. And from 1973, Chick Corea's Return to Forever. Where have I known you before? I love the song on here. Song to the Pharaoh Kings, 14 minutes 21 seconds. That's my favorite track off this one. Very progressive, jazzy fusion, high energy. A lot of variety on here. Good songwriting. Possibly my favorite by them. I also like the Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy, I believe it is, and then Romantic Warrior, which came after this one. They're also pretty good. Here's Sloche Junouille from Canada, French-Canadian. This is kind of a progressive, a jazzy progressive blend. Really like their sound. They had Statacone and Junouille and a few others. This is on RCA KPL 10126. Yeah, it's time consuming getting these things out of those pseudo Blakes I have them in. These aren't their regular Blakes, but a local record store here carries one that is so close, you know, they're about the same basically, but yeah, this is on those Dynaflex. And then next we have Jade Warrior, Last Autumn's Dream. This is their third one. I like this a little better. They get away from the bluesy sound and get a little bit more into the, you know, psyche progressive here on this one here. Love that cover art. and then Wolfgang Rieckmann. Wolfgang Rieckmann. And Street Mark. I can't remember when this is from. I think it's late 70s or around 1980. This is basically your krautrock, electronic. So it's on the Sky label. Another beautiful label. And then Vangelis. This is a very kind of a jazzy, spacey, psych, progressive from him early in his career. These were put out, recorded in '71. His Hypothesis was recorded, I think, in May, and this was recorded in June of '71. And then he had the Apocalypse of the Animals soundtrack in '73 after this one here. But yeah, this is, I love that cover art. This is on Oxford. A classic here, probably my favorite album by them. They produced Space Art, self-titled. I think it also was known as Onyx. And then this one here, Trip in the Center Head. And then they had Playback 3, number 3. This is just great synthesizer music from a duo in France. It's on the IF label, If. This is from '78, and then they had '77 was their first, and then I think '79 was their third. Yeah, I love the sounds they produce. Very spacey, kind of a space rock pop with some just more spacey songs on here. Yeah, very, very nice stuff from these guys. Speedway, Odyssey, Eyes Shade, Watch It, Obsession, D'Archibald, Hollywood Flanger, and Psychosemantic. And then we have Brand X. Really great jazz fusion with Phil Collins in there. More rock and roll. More rock and roll. Like that title. Like all their stuff. Highly recommend getting into Brand X if you haven't heard them. Great fusion. Then from '72, the Straubs. Another classic, Grave New World. Highly recommend this one. Check them out. Just very beautiful songwriting. And here is a kind of a moody blues sounding group. Barclay James Harvest. And this one is Time Honored Ghosts. I think it's Gone to Earth, which was right after this one from '76. That's my favorite. But this one's pretty good too. And from Italy, Banco. The long title was Banco del Mutuo Soccorso. That guy right there, that operatic singer from the group, he just passed away, I think the 21st of February of this year, 2014, in a car accident in his hometown, very close to where he lived. This is on the Manticore label. This album here from '75 is basically reworkings of songs that were done on their earlier '70s albums, and they actually perfected. This is actually better. Doesn't happen that often, but this is actually better. This is an incredible album. So if you're looking to get into their music and you want to just try out one album, this would be the one to try out. It's got Chorale from Trachea's theme, L'Albero del Pan, the Bread Tree, Metamorphosis, which is one of my favorites, 14 minutes 54 seconds. Outside, Leave Me Alone, Nothing's the Same is a good one, and Trachea 2. Very good stuff here. Got a fold open cover, the band members. Francesco Di Giacomo is the vocalist on this one that just recently passed away. Yeah, Banco or Banco del Mutuo Soccorso, Lorme, and Premiata Forneria Marconi, PFM, are the big three symphonic, progressive artists from Italy that have produced probably some of the best music. They're on the top 3 list of some of the best quality Italian progressive symphonic. So that wraps up installment 1 of Prog from the Vault. Take care, everybody.